Okay, so very quickly, I'm going to show you how to do some of your values, but also how to make your checkerboard pattern. So for your checkerboard pattern, remember, you have to go every other one. So when you're using a pencil, then you will just skip and leave parts white. When you're using colored pencils with complementary colors, then you will use one color, another color, and so forth, okay? So but for what I did was I started at one cone and I put a dot. Now you don't want to put the dot in the middle because that's where it's going to remain white. So put the dot at the side like that. Skip it, put another dot. Skip it, put another dot. Skip it, okay? Come back down here to where you started at, and you're going to go to your left or your right. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to my right, but since this has a dot, I'm going to skip this one, but then I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to skip this one, but I'm going to put a dot. Okay, skip this one and put a dot. Okay, now for this next one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start back down here, but then you're going to go to your right, and then you're going to put a dot because this doesn't have one. So dot, skip, and so forth. So put a dot, skip it, put a dot, skip it, put a dot, okay? Skip this one since this has a dot, skip it, put a dot, skip it, put a dot, okay? Go and keep going. For this one, since this doesn't have a dot, you put a dot, skip it, put a dot, skip it, put a dot, okay? And then for your next one, you're gonna skip it since this has a dot. So you're gonna just skip it, put a dot, skip it, put a dot. And then for the last one, you're gonna put a dot since this doesn't have a dot, put a dot, skip it, put a dot, skip it, and put a dot. Now you have, oh, there's one more, I'm sorry. So since this has a dot, you skip this one. So skip it, put a dot, skip it, put a dot, and this has a little one up here, so you'll put a dot. Okay, so now with all the ones that have a dot, those are the ones that you're going to color in. Okay, so for instance, I would start here and start coloring it in. But then I would skip it and then go on to my next one. Okay, put my line, color it in. Remember, the line has to be darker on the outside. Then it gets lighter on the inside. Okay, so I do have one that I've been working on here, and I'm almost done with it. Okay, but I really quickly wanted to show you again, very quickly, how to do these, okay? How to do the values. So let's find one over here that I have a dot on. Okay, I think I messed this one up. This one wasn't supposed to have a dot there. It's supposed to have a dot there because it skips, remember? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one right here so that you can see a little clearer. So once you make your dark mark on the outside of both, then just go ahead and make your curved lines. Remember, your curved lines are going to be curved the same curve that you have on that particular cone. And then do the other side. And remember, it's got to be curved. You want it to be curved so it has that artifact. And then you don't want a really thick line in the middle. Just a thin line, okay? You don't have to have a really thick white line, but do kind of color it in so you don't have a lot of space in between these lines that you're making here. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Now you see how I have this line here that is just so prominent. It just goes dark and then it starts going light. What you would do is you will go back in, and with a heavier hand you're going to push down, but not too hard because you don't want it as dark as this line. So with a heavier hand, go ahead and do a series of curved lines so that you can kind of blend that dark line in, just like that, okay? You want to blend that dark line in so that you don't see that dark line as much, okay? And if you did it really dark, you may need to make your other lines somewhat dark like that. But then come over here, then now see how you have that transition line? You want to very lightly blend that in so that you don't see that line. And then do the same thing over here. Blend it in so that you don't see that transition. It transitions smoothly from dark to light. And then you don't see that line as much. Okay, and then just very lightly at the end. Okay, so see how it looks now? It looks a lot smoother, so you don't see that dark line right here on the edge. It just transitions smoothly. You might see some darkness there. You might see the dark line a bit, but just work with it and smooth it out so that it transitions nice and smooth. Okay? All right, there you go.